Jane, could you please send me those files ASAP?
Sure, I'll mail them to you right away.
And by the way, what on earth are you wearing today? Those shoes don't match that blouse at all. What an eyesore.
What the hell does that mean? Is this why you are in my DM?
It means that your fashion sense is practically non-existent. Like, did you even look in the mirror before stepping out of the house? Your outfit is a complete disaster.
Well, fashion isn't really my top priority at work. Plus, I dress for comfort, not to impress anyone.
Oh, I forgot you were born poor. Lucky for you, you snagged a rich husband.
Dave and I fell in love, Margaret. It wasn't about his money.
You know, you're like an office Cinderella. Except you didn't need a fairy godmother to get your wealthy prince.
I don't see why my personal life should be the topic of discussion.
Of course, because you're so modest and humble. You act like you're better than all of us just because you married Dave.
Margaret, I've never acted that way. My relationship with Dave is personal, and I prefer to keep it that way.
Right. Personal. Gee, even your skirt is just funny. You'll cry your eyes out if you heard what the other girls said when they saw you walk in. Sasha almost fainted in shock.
You know, I really don't care about what you or Sasha think, right? I will always wear what's comfortable.
Comfortable or not, you really could use some style advice. Other girls here talk, you know.
I'm sure they do, but I'm not bothered by it.
You know, you've always been a bit proud ever since you married that rich husband of yours.
It's not about pride, Margaret. Dave and I love each other.
Love, huh? More like he took pity on you and swept you off your feet.
Pity? That's not how it happened at all.
Whatever you say, Cinderella. I just wonder how poor Dave copes with someone that dresses as abominably as you do.
Look, I know you didn't text me just to mock my shoes. What's really on your mind, Margaret?
Oh, nothing much. Just wanted to share some exciting news.
News? What's going on?
Well, you know how you're always boasting about your husband? It's funny because I've recently gotten engaged to someone even wealthier. And he adores me.
First off, I never boast about Dave. And secondly, congratulations on your engagement. That's wonderful news. I'm genuinely happy for you. I hope you two are very happy together.
Thanks, Jane. As you can see, my life is just on a different level now. I know you can't relate.
And what's that supposed to mean?
You can finally stop pretending to be the only one with a perfect life. Your husband's change is nothing compared to my fiancé's wealth.
Margaret, I've never tried to compete with anyone. Love and happiness can't be measured in money.
LOL. You say that because I've never seen a present from Dave with you. You'll have to get used to it because gifts would soon be pouring in. What's more, we're moving into his massive mansion soon. The house is beyond amazing. You can't even imagine.
That sounds wonderful, Margaret. Once again, I'm genuinely happy for you.
As you should be, Jane. You can't be as lucky as me.
Let's focus on work, Margaret. I'll send those files now.
Hey, Jane. Did you see the shiny new car in the parking lot?
Yeah, I did. I think it's parked in the wrong parking lot.
LOL, it's mine. A little gift from my amazing fiancé.
Little? I don't know much about cars, but that car is really expensive.
Of course it is. Much more expensive than that box you come to work in.
Oh gosh. You know what? Congratulations on the new car.
Oh, it's not just the car. You should come to my office and see the new shoes and designer bag I wore today. They're to die for.
I'm glad you're enjoying all these lovely things.
Aw, thank you. You're finally being honest about something. This is surprising because you've been so proud ever since you married your rich husband, Dave. But guess what? My fiancé is way richer than Dave. Your Cinderella fairy tale looks pretty dull now.
It's not a competition. I'm glad you found happiness, Margaret. That's what matters most.
Oh, I know it's not a competition, because you can't even keep up. You could only marry a man who was already married once. Quite the husband snatcher, aren't you?
We both know that's not true. Dave and his first wife had issues long before I came into the picture. His wife was cheating and the marriage was already falling apart.
That's what homewreckers say, dear. Always pretending to be innocent angels.
You know what I think? I feel you and the other girls are just jealous that I married Dave instead of one of you. That's why you all won't stop the lies and silly accusations. You girls are still living in my shadow. So sad.
That's just silly. You're just a low-level upstart. Well, back to my fiancé. We're having an extravagant party at his mansion tomorrow. It's going to be epic. Too bad you're not invited. I don't think anyone wants a husband snatcher at such a party.
That's okay, Margaret. I'm not much of a party person, you know.
Well, I guess some of us just live the high life naturally, and others, not so much.
No worries, Margaret. I'm sure it will be a blast. Enjoy your party.
Oh, I will. And I'll be sure to send you lots of pictures to remind you what you're missing out on.
Don't even bother. Have a great time.
Jane, I bet you're having a good laugh that the party wasn't held at the new house, huh?
Huh?
Don't play dumb. I'm sure one of the girls must have told you.
Told me what?
The party wasn't held at the mansion because Joshua couldn't make it back from his business trip.
This again? Honestly, I couldn't care less about where the party was held.
Well, let me tell you, we had a blast. I booked a 5-star hotel for the girls, and we had the most amazing girls' night. We even played a game.
A game? What kind of game?
Oh, it was hilarious. I asked the girls to come up with the most ridiculous things about you, and the best one would win a special prize. You can't even imagine what they said.
What kind of things did they say?
Like how you're probably cheated to get so high at the company, or that you have a secret underground lair where you hoard stolen office supplies.
Right. I'm sure it was all in good fun.
Oh, come on, Jane. You don't have to hide it. We all know all your secrets, especially how unhappy you are. You know, Jane, you keep acting like you're in a happy marriage, but I can see right through you. You look so sad.
Where are you even getting all these from? My marriage is my business, and I don't need to prove that I am happy to anyone.
Well, we played another game about whether your husband beats you or not, and guess what? All the girls raised their hands.
Margaret, their opinions don't affect me, and I'm clearly not unhappy. I don't need anyone's pity.
Keep lying to yourself, Jane. But enough about you. Let's get back to what really matters. My amazing new house.
Of course, your new house. The one you won't stop yapping about.
You have no idea, Jane. Gosh, I can't wait to move into our new house and live like a queen. Unlike you, I'm soon going to be in a very happy marriage.
I'm sure it's a palace, Margaret.
Oh, it is. It's huge, with a breathtaking view. Joshua doesn't stop talking about it.
Sounds like a lot of space for someone with such a small mind.
You just can't stand that I'm living the high life, can you?
Margaret, I don't care about your wealth or your new house. I'm happy with my life, and that's all that matters to me.
Well, you should care, Jane. You should care because you'll never have what I have.
And what is that I'll never have, Margaret?
True love, Jane. I have Joshua. He's rich and he loves me more than anything in the world.
Joshua is your fiancé, huh? Margaret, be careful about what you wish for.
What do you mean?
Just remember, things aren't always what they seem.
You're just jealous, Jane. Jealous of my life and my amazing fiancé.
I'm not jealous. I just hope you find happiness in whatever you're chasing.
Well, I don't need your hope. I have everything I want right here. Oh, it is. I just can't wait to move in and start this new chapter of my life.
All right, Margaret. Enjoy your palace and your perfect life.
Oh, I will, Jane. I definitely will. Jane, you won't believe it. I was finally at the house today. It's even more spectacular than I imagined.
Wait, what house are you talking about?
The house my fiancé and I are going to move into, of course. You know, the one I've been telling you about.
Oh, that house. You were at the house? Tell me more about it.
Oh, you have no idea. The living room is so spacious, and the kitchen, it's like something out of a magazine.
I'd love to see it someday.
Well, I'd show it to you, but I doubt you'd appreciate it.
You might be right. My tastes are pretty simple.
Of course. You didn't grow up in comfort like the rest of us. Anyway, I'll send you a picture.
Wait, Is that?
Yep, that's my fiance's house.
No. Wait a minute.
What is it, Jane?
Oh, really? Your fiance's house, huh? LOL. This is really juicy. Tell me all about your new house, dear.
Well, the interior is absolutely breathtaking. The living room has these gorgeous high ceilings.
Bet it has one awesome dining area.
Of course, the dining room area is just so elegant.
That sounds lovely. How many rooms does it have?
It's got 5 bedrooms, Jane. It's a 5-bedroom mansion, Jane, each with a home theater.
Wow, 5 bedrooms? Impressive. Is there a pool in the backyard?
Of course, there's a luxurious swimming pool, and it's perfect for all the parties we're going to throw.
That sounds amazing, Margaret.
Oh, it is. I just can't wait to move in and start this new chapter of my life.
Margaret, something just seems a bit off. Is your fiance's full name Joshua Sullivan?
Yes, it is. Why? How do you even know that?
Nothing at all. It's just a funny coincidence.
What do you mean?
Oh, Margaret, you won't believe the surprise I have for you.
A surprise? What's going on? Jane, why are you laughing?
I can't reveal everything right now, but we need to go somewhere after work today, by 5. I promise it's going to be quite the surprise. I'll blow your little mind.
Go where? What's the surprise? Tell me what it is. Jane, you can't leave me hanging like this. What's going on?
So, how did it feel to see Joshua open the car door for my husband?
I can't believe it. This can't be true. This is some sick joke, right? Joshua can't be your husband's driver. He's not just a common driver, right?
Oh, yes, dear. He's definitely a driver, Margaret. Nothing more, nothing less.
This can't be happening. My fiancé can't be a mere driver.
Well, it seems like he's been doing a pretty good job at pretending, hasn't he?
I can't believe I fell for this. What kind of person does that?
People like Joshua, I guess. It's a cold world for dumb people, dear.
You set me up, Jane. You knew this all along and you said nothing. How could you do this to me?
You've been bragging about your wealthy fiancé for far too long, Margaret. I just thought you should know the truth.
I can't face him right now. I'm humiliated. What am I going to do, Jane? I've been living a lie and my friends and family think I'm engaged to a wealthy man.
Well, maybe you should have been more humble, Margaret, instead of trying to make everyone else feel inferior.
I wanted to fit in, to be like all the other girls. I thought he was my ticket to happiness. I wanted to be better than you.
And instead, you got yourself a driver. Not the wealthy man you've been bragging about. That business trip your fiancé went on? He was just driving my hubby throughout LA.
What am I going to do now? This can't be happening. He told me he got us that house. He told me he was going to live there. Oh my God.
And that house turned out to belong to my husband, Dave. It's our new house, and we're planning to move in 2 weeks. Well, you see, Margaret, sometimes the truth isn't what we want it to be.
This is embarrassing. Gosh, I need to fix this somehow. I can't let everyone know. The girls at work will make my life a living hell.
Oh, you mean you can't let everyone know that your rich fiancé is just a regular guy?
Yes, exactly. I've been living a lie, Jane. You won't rat me out, will you?
Maybe it's time to come clean, Margaret. Face the consequences of your silliness.
No, I can't do that. I'll find a way to fix this mess, even if it's the last thing I do. I mean, I can still fix this, right? I'll talk to Joshua and he'll explain everything. Maybe he's not just a driver. He can still be a really rich driver, right?
Don't be stupid. How many rich drivers have you heard of? And do you really think he'll be honest with you now that his secret's out?
I have to try, Jane. I don't know what to do. I've put so much into this relationship. I can't let my life fall apart like this. What am I going to do now? This can't be happening to me.
LOL, you're asking me? Deal with your issues yourself, Margaret. But don't expect any sympathy from me.
I'll figure this out myself. I don't need you.
Good luck, Margaret. You'll need it.
You fired Joshua?
Of course I didn't. He's Dave's employee, not mine. Former employee, if you get what I mean.
Oh, don't give me that crap. I know you told your husband to fire him.
Well, what can I say? He was using pictures of his employer's house to deceive people. Surely that's not the best behavior for any worker. Who knows what he will do next?
My God. You know what? I don't even care about that lying scumbag. Jane, I'm in big trouble. I've racked up so much debt with my extravagant lifestyle, and now Joshua isn't rich. I am doomed.
And what do you expect me to do about it?
I need your assistance. Please, Jane. I have nowhere else to turn. I can't call off the engagement. I'll be humiliated at work.
Oh, the great Margaret needs my help now? After all the mocking and bragging?
I know I've been awful, but I'm desperate. I've even sold most of my expensive stuff. All my jewelry and bags, gone.
So you're left with the designer shoes and the car, huh?
The auto company took it back. I'm selling everything I own, and it's still not enough to clear the debts.
I thought the car, the shoes, and the bags were love gifts.
They were not. I bought them all myself on credit.
You what? On credit? Even for you, that's dumb.
I just wanted to look like a rich man's fiancé. And Joshua told me he'd cover all the payments after our wedding. Please, Jane, help me out. I know you can. I promise I'll pay you back soon.
You really thought this through, didn't you? Well, I won't bail you out of this mess, Margaret. You made your bed, now you lie in it.
Jane, I can't believe you can be so heartless.
Heartless? No, Margaret, I'm not heartless. I'm just not foolish enough to bail you out of a mess you willingly created. You spent your way into this, and now you have to figure your way out.
But Jane, I've lost everything. The car, the fancy clothes, the parties. I can't lose the status.
Oh, the status. Is that what this is all about, Margaret? You wanted to marry Joshua just to keep up appearances?
It's not like that. I loved him. I just didn't know he was a liar.
Love? Or the idea of a wealthy fiancé? Face it, Margaret. You are more in love with the idea of marrying into wealth than the man himself.
Maybe I was foolish, but now I'm drowning in debt and I don't know what to do.
That's not my problem, Margaret. You should have thought about the consequences before maxing out your credit cards.
Jane, please, I'm begging you. I can't turn to anyone else. You're the only one I feel won't make fun of me.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen, Margaret. From flaunting your riches to begging for help.
I'll do anything to fix this, Jane. I'll pay you back, I promise.
Anything? Will you finally admit that I didn't snatch Dave from his cheating ex-wife? Will you publicly apologize for all the nasty things that you've said?
Yes, I'll apologize. Just help me, Jane. Please, I'm begging you.
Sorry, Margaret, but apologies won't pay your debts. You've shown your true colors, and I won't forget it.
Please, Jane, I beg of you.
You got what you deserve, and never, ever text me again. So, that's how it all played out. Margaret, with her extravagant dreams, ended up in a debt pit deeper than anyone could have imagined. The girls at work finally found out about Margaret's fiancé, and they can't stop laughing. As for me, well, I got promoted, and Dave and I moved into our new home, the one Margaret had been so eager to call hers. So, while Margaret works weekends and night shifts to dig herself out of that financial hole, I'm enjoying the comfort of our new home, a home built on hard work, not lies. Karma's a funny thing, isn't it?
Hey, Stella. I found your lunchbox thrown away in the trash can. Was there some sort of problem? Huh? It just tasted terrible, so I threw it away. I'm going to start eating in the company cafeteria from today, so I don't need your lunchboxes anymore. What's gotten into you all of a sudden? Moreover, today's lunch was your favorite sandwich lunch. I made it thinking it would cheer you up because you said you had an important meeting. Gross. Are you trying to show off that you're a good mother by knowing your daughter's favorite food? Don't get cocky. We're not even related by blood. Excuse me? Wait a minute, Stella. What's gotten into you all of a sudden? Saying it's disgusting and gross. Why would you say such things out of the blue? Shut up, you old hag. Your existence is causing problems at my work. I don't need a lunchbox made by an old hag like you. What do you mean? Your work is being affected? I haven't done anything. Just the fact that you exist is causing trouble. Because of you. Because of you, my fake mother, I wasn't chosen for the project I've been dreaming about. What did you say? The meeting today was moved up to yesterday due to the manager's schedule. It was a project meeting for mothers, and I presented a product idea that I've been refining for the past 6 months. But the product that was selected for the project was not mine, but a peer's. All my failures are your fault. I sympathize with your presentation not being selected, but isn't it strange to blame it all on me? Huh? What's so strange about it? My presentation was absolutely perfect in every way. My peer is a super clumsy person who just started preparing their presentation last week. Yet their presentation got selected. Isn't that strange? So I'm sure it's because I don't have a real mother. What? This project was a product for mothers. So my idea, despite being excellent, was not selected because I don't have a real mother. Because you're a stepmother who is not related by blood. Because of you, I've had to go through such a humiliating experience. Stella, calm down a little. I understand how frustrating it is when a presentation you're confident in fails. But it's not good to blame others. Shut up, you old hag. Why are you even my mother? Why don't I have a real mother who gave birth to me? If my real mother was still alive, my proposal would have been accepted at the meeting and it would have become a hip product afterwards. I should have been the most successful of my peers and received the president's award. Stella, you've ruined my important life plan. Who would eat a lunchbox made by an old hag like that? You don't have to make my meals or lunchboxes ever again. Hey, Lucy. I heard my daughter Stella is finally getting married. What's more, she's marrying a senior executive from a large company. Getting a competent husband, she's really my daughter. Stella is getting married? Where did you hear that from? I haven't heard anything about this from Stella. You're living together and you don't know anything. You're supposedly her adoptive mother. It's sad that you don't even know about her marriage. Or maybe it's because you're not her real mother, so she didn't tell you. Huh? I didn't hear it directly from her, though. I don't even have Stella's contact, but I heard the rumor from a mutual acquaintance. Apparently, Stella is getting married. If that's the case, I'll confirm it with her next time, even though you're no longer her mother. Thanks for providing the information. I'll excuse myself then. Hey, wait. I'm not done talking yet. Don't just wrap up the conversation on your own. You still have something to say? I'm sorry, but I can't take any congratulations for Stella. I've told her that her biological mother is dead. She's a really terrible mother. She's treating me, the one who gave birth to her, like a dead person. The terrible mother is you. Do you know how much trouble you've caused her and her husband? To avoid being manipulated by you anymore, I explained to her that her mother is dead after consulting with my husband. Yes, I'm a terrible mother. Before the divorce, I was flirting with my husband's colleagues and my daughter's kindergarten teachers. I got claimed for damages from various places and even used up my daughter's education savings. I really screwed up a lot of things. If you're aware of it, please don't get involved with us anymore. Especially my daughter Stella. I can't do that. Because no matter how terrible a mother I am, I'm still her biological mother. So at least half of Stella's wedding gift money should go to me. Huh? Are you planning to ask for your daughter's wedding gift money? What belongs to my daughter should also belong to me, the biological mother. So I want you to share it with me. Wait a moment, I'm currently being claimed for damages again. Again? A claim for damages? Are you still messing around with married men? The guy this time promised me he would marry me. He told me he wasn't getting along with his wife. So when I thoughtfully told his wife to divorce him, I didn't expect him to choose his wife and leave me. And you're being claimed for damages again, right? You're really an irredeemable trash. And to top it all off, you're planning to use your daughter's gift money to pay for the damages. If you're not going to give me Stella's gift money, that's fine. But in return, you should prepare money for me. It would be nice if you could help me with about $14,000. Who's going to prepare money for you? Stop making ridiculous remarks. What? You've raised her for 20 years and you didn't even know she was getting married. Then I'll tell you where to transfer the money. Sorry to bother you at work, Stella. I have something to discuss. Is that okay? What does that old hag want from me? I'm busy because one of my colleagues' product presentations was adopted, and that has added a lot of work to my plate. Sorry for the inconvenience at such a busy time. But you hardly talked to me at home these past few months. Well, it's not a conversation as much as it is a confirmation. Is it true that you're planning to getting married soon? What? How do you know that? I haven't told you or Dad about my engagement. Someone told me about your marriage. Why haven't you reported it to us? The news of your marriage is such a happy story. I would have preferred to hear it directly from you. Shut up, old hag. I never intended to let you guys know in the first place. Yet I can't believe it got leaked from somewhere. Why wouldn't you let us know? It's strange not to tell your parents about such an important thing. What? Don't act like a parent when we're not even related by blood. You're nothing more than a fake mother. You're not my parent. What are you talking about? I am your mother. I've been raising you for 20 years. So what? You're nothing more than a live-in babysitter for 20 years. Can you stop claiming to be a mother just because you raised me? Since the cat's out of the bag, I'll tell you. I'm getting married to a senior from the same department at my company. We started dating right after I joined as a new graduate, and he proposed to me the other day. I didn't even know you were dating someone. His family is quite well off, and they have a very good family relationship. I can't believe I'm marrying into such a family and my mother is a fake. Your existence is nothing more than a nuisance. That's why I wanted to get married without telling you anything. Calling me a nuisance is harsh. And what does blood relation have to do with anything? I've raised you like my own daughter. We have a track record of spending time together like a real mother and daughter. I've already forgotten such memories. I'm having trouble at work because of you, and I already hate you. How could you? So I won't be inviting you to my wedding. I might consider inviting just my dad though, but I'm definitely not letting the fake you into the venue. What did you say? Are you still pretending to be a mother after being treated as a fake? The seat for the bride's mother is fine being empty. Maybe I'll display a portrait of my real mother who passed away. Stella, are you serious? Are you really not going to invite me, who considers you my daughter from the bottom of my heart, to your important wedding? Yeah, I'm definitely not inviting you. A fake mother shouldn't come to the wedding. If you're coming, I'd rather display a portrait of my real mother. Then I'll invite your real mother. What? You don't have to prepare a portrait. To tell you the truth, your real mother is alive, so I'll contact her. You should be happy with that. Wait a minute. What do you mean she's really alive? You've always said that my biological mother died in a tragic accident, right? That was a lie that your dad and I decided on together. At the time, you were still little and we didn't think you could understand what divorce meant. So after discussing various things, we decided to tell you she had passed away. So, my real mother is alive? My mother who gave birth to me? My real mother is coming to my wedding? I'll arrange it that way. And the fake mother can stay at home. That's just perfect. I'm getting more and more excited about my wedding. so please contact my real mother and replay my message that I'm looking forward to meeting her. I'll drive this mother out right now. So please, can you come to the wedding venue right now? The setting is actually that you're my real mother, okay? And to think I was going to have a Netflix binge at home. What's the rush all of a sudden? You don't want a fake mother to come, right? You're better than this trashy real mother. She's ruined my precious daughter's wedding. What is wrong with this woman? Is she really my blood-related mother? Ruined? What on earth did Grace do? As soon as she arrived at the wedding, she started drinking and is already drunk, and she's being rude everywhere in her drunken state. When I thought she was going to greet the groom, she said, "Thank you for taking in a daughter who doesn't even know who her father is." The atmosphere at the wedding instantly froze. Oh no, Grace! She was laughing loudly, saying it was a joke, but the atmosphere at the venue is the worst. And next, she started hurling abuse at the groom's parents. His father makes wine, you know. She said, "Since we're becoming family by marriage, you should send me some for free from now on," and that she drinks 1 bottle a day, so she needs 365 bottles. After the joke, she even started making demanding remarks. To the groom's mother, she said, "Let's get along since we're both women. Even if I can tell you some recommended hosts." "Do you want to know how to cheat without getting caught?" she asked. Everyone's faces are tense, and everything's ruined. Grace is really doing whatever she wants. And my father just watches without saying a word. He said, "We just brought the person you wanted." My wedding is being ruined and he's not helping at all. Well, I agree with him. You were so happy when you found out your real mother was coming, weren't you? You were the one who told me not to come because of your whims. And now you're conveniently asking me to hurry up and come. This is the wedding you wish for. You might as well switch your feelings and enjoy the ceremony. Don't be so unreasonable. How am I supposed to enjoy it from here? Even the groom senior won't meet my eyes. There's nothing I, the fake mother, can say. Then I'll continue watching Netflix. You enjoy your wedding. My head is pounding. I don't remember anything from the wedding yesterday because I drank too much. And there's also a mysterious bill from the venue for things I apparently damaged or dirtied. You're hungover. Well done. I heard from Stella that you seem to have a good time. You might want to pay your dues as a consequence. No, that's impossible. The bill says I own $25,000. There's no way I can pay that. So, can you cover this $21,000 for me, Lucy? Excuse me? Why should I? Who have nothing to do with it? Don't say such lonely things, You must have wanted to attend the wedding yesterday, right? So I attended on your behalf. So, can I pass this bill to you? That logic is completely incomprehensible. You don't need to understand. Just pay anyway. You, as a mother, should take responsibility for what another mother has done. I'm sorry, but I'm no longer that child's mother. I intended to sever ties with Stella as of yesterday, so I have no obligation to take responsibility for you. What? Cut ties? My heart is tired of being treated as a fake by the daughter I raised for many years. I decided to sever ties with my daughter after discussing it with my husband, so I have nothing in common with you anymore. Please take responsibility for yourself. What? I can't afford such a large sum as $21,000, and I didn't even get any congratulatory money. Please negotiate for the congratulatory money yourself with Stella. Your mother and child connected by blood. I'm sure she'll listen to you kindly. Well then, I'll excuse myself. What am I supposed to do? The wedding is officially cancelled. My senior said he's calling off our marriage. His parents also said they don't want me as a daughter-in-law. Oh, that's a pity. It was a promising relationship. Everything is really over now. I lose in presentations to my peer, and I'm abandoned by my senior. I can't even face going to the company anymore. What? I'm sorry for calling you a fake mother until now. You're the only mother I have. That person is not my mother. She's asking me to pay the $21,000 bill from the venue. Oh, you've already negotiated. I'm sorry for taking out on you the fact that things didn't go well at work. You've always been my mother. Let's live happily as a family of 3 until I secure my next job. That seems unlikely, because we've already sold our home. What? You sold the house? We decided to sever ties with you once and for all after discussing it with your father. But the house we've lived in for so many years is filled with nothing but memories of you. Various things were hard, so we decided to sell it. And we've just finished the selling procedure at the real estate agency. Now? Are you kidding me? It's true, so please clean up your stuff by the end of the day. The house will belong to the real estate agency by this weekend. Wait a minute. So where would the 2 of you live from now on? I want to go with my mom and dad. There's no reason to tell you. Please don't ever show up in front of us again. What? Thank you for living with a fake mother until now. There were various hardships, but it was fun, so take care. Right after that, we moved Stella's belongings outside and quietly moved to a new house. Stella, it seems, quit her job shortly after and is now living alone in a small apartment. She seems to be asking acquaintances and relatives to find out where we are, but we've already explained the situation to everyone, so it appears no one is telling her our new address. As for Stella's biological mother, Grace, her debt from the damages is piling up, and there are rumors that she was taken away by loan sharks. There are also stories that she's being forced to do some dangerous work, but it's said that she's too busy to even have time to flirt with married men.